Hello, hello, Scorpio. I'm Poetic Heretic, and this is your April 2000 tarot forecast. I'll be giving you a Celtic cross reading for all Scorpio individuals out there, sun, rising, and moon for the month of April 2020. See what information, insight, and advice we can gain for the month. All right, so we would like a Celtic cross reading for Scorpio, all Scorpio individuals, sun, rising, and moon for the month of April 2020. Let us see what we get. And there it is. All right, so beginning with your current outside influences, you got the Four of Cups. Good evening, inmates. Crosswatcher here. Hello, thank you for your time. Thank you for stopping in, Gadgets. I do appreciate it. For the challenge card, the Fool. Looks like someone is wanting to break free from things this month, or at least so far, that's what it looks like. Let's see what else we get. For the underlying energy, the Nine of Swords. For the past, the Ace of Wands. For what you hope to achieve, the Six of Swords reversed. For the near future, the Ten of Wands reversed. For your attitude or position on the situation, the Six of Pentacles. For the outside force coming in, the Devil. Oh boy, oh boy. For your hopes or fears, the King of Swords. And a final outcome card of the King of Cups reversed. All right, so let's dive into this. Beginning with your current outside influences with the Four of Cups. This is how you're beginning the month of April. Of course, I apologize, this is a bit late this month, but this is still going to be relevant to you. So, Four of Cups, this could have you not being open to what the universe is trying to offer you, trying to provide you. Perhaps, a need to have more openness to. However, in another sense, it could have you, well, let's see. I'd say especially with some of these other cards here, like feeling rather isolated, feeling like there's too much enclosure, I suppose would be the word. In a positive sense, though, sometimes this can be like, oh, you get to meditate, you get to reflect on things. But I think a lot of you, especially around the beginning of this month, are just feeling way too isolated, and, well, understandably so, with the, global pandemic going on right now and everything. So that then leads us to your challenge card, which is the Fool. So first of all, like I said earlier, I think there is very much this desire for Scorpio this month to get out of this isolation. As we see here with the Fool card, who wants to go out on a new adventure. The Fool is very adventurous, beginning his adventure and ready for anything. Scorpios, actually, I'm seeing this in a number of the signs this month, which is not surprising, again, considering everything that's going on, this desire to get out, this desire to break free. Now, that's not exactly something I would advise at this time in a physical sense, but in a more spiritual or emotional sense, the Fool card can be indicating to you, as showing up as your challenge card, that it is your challenge this month to start some kind of new venture, some kind of new adventure, some new exciting chapter of your life. Let that new beginning happen. Again, though, we're thinking like something that is not a literal physical adventure, but is a new adventure nonetheless. So that is what we have there. And also, I would say be open to change, be open to new developments. For the underlying energy, everything forming a foundation for your current situation this month, we got the Nine of Swords. So there is this worry, this concern, this trouble, this shock, perhaps even as the underlying energy. It's interesting though, because it looks like you have these ups and downs this month. So even though there's going to be some, well, both lighter and darker energy as we get more into the reading here, in the background this month, there is this worry about something. It may even be literally keeping you up at night, as the imagery in this card suggests. However, sometimes in a positive sense, this Nine of Swords card can represent or indicate some kind of spiritual awakening, awakening to some sort of dark realities, but that are very healing once you do awaken to them and place your attention upon them. So that's the underlying energy this month. Hang on just a second. Make sure there isn't a freaking bug on me or something. I don't know what I'm feeling. But no, there was nothing there. So for the past and issues you've had to deal with, then lead to the present circumstances. Well, you got the Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands indicating new beginnings, new things starting, like excitement. But this is showing up in the past. So it's like, did you begin something in the recent past that now in the present you're not so sure about? You're not so sure that it can work out properly, or you're having doubts about perhaps, or you're feeling isolated regarding in some way with that Four of Cups. I would say, again, listen to that message of the Four of Cups as well as the Fool card, saying to you, be open to what the universe is trying to offer you. Whatever this was that you began in the recent past that now you're not so sure about, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Be open to the possibilities, even if it seems like they are now limited. That's how I see this manifesting more than anything. All right. So for what you hope to achieve, you got the Six of Swords reverse. This represents your highest hope, your highest goal, what you're reaching for this month. Six of Swords reversed. You're wanting to move on from something painful, perhaps, almost no matter what it takes. And especially this falling in like your hope to achieve position and like the best you can hope for this month. I think the cards are really saying like, hey, whatever this was, whether it was like a painful relationship that you had in your life or whatever it was, some unhealthy attachment, you really want to try to move on from that this month. You want to try to get on with your life and not be so like chained to that, because especially as we get deeper into this reading here, it looks like whatever this troublesome person or circumstance was that this card is likely telling you to move on from is probably not going to go away just yet, unfortunately. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. That's what the cards are saying. There's additional challenges coming, and it's like that saying that that's your highest hope this month is to just move on with your life, even if it's difficult. I think is very indicative that that's really what you want to do right now, especially when we also have cards like the Fool and the Four of Cups being like, hey, you need to be open to change right now and not stay stuck where you were, but embrace the future. So speaking of the future, for the near future, representing about the first week or two of the month, you got the 10 of Wands reversed. So this is good. This is good news. This is like the releasing of a heavy burden. And so, yes, even though this month has some challenges, this week or two, it's like you are letting go. There is this sense of relief. Maybe you are breaking free and finding more openness to what the universe is trying to offer you. Now, sometimes it is true the 10 of Wands reverse can indicate like weakness at the crucial moment and not quite manifesting the thing you were trying to manifest. But I think given the overall energy here for the vast majority, it's going to manifest as relief and more openness to what the universe is trying to provide. So good job. For your attitude or position in the situation, you got the 6 of Pentacles. Very nice. Having everything in balance and harmony, feeling generous, being in your integrity, perhaps in some cases even like helping other people, whether that's financially or by other means. Now, this card talk about the payoff and reward. So you may feel like you're getting the payoff for the hard work that you have done, perhaps even for your willingness to be more open to change this month for those of you that do that, or just the payoff and rewards for work that you've done in general. So that's very nice. But of course, these harmonious times are not without their issues, are they? For the outside force coming in, you got the devil. So, I could give you like one delineation or one, signification of this card after another, just list them, all day and talk about it theoretically all day. But basically, let's just get right down to it. When this is the outside force coming in and these other cards you have here, this is someone trying to cause trouble for you. It may be someone from your past that is trying to reassert themselves into your present situation for whatever reason. And I think you really want to steer clear from this person. You don't want to get tied up with whatever toxic, unhealthy, wretched situation they're trying to suck you back into. Or maybe for some of you, this is an entirely new situation, an entirely new person and or situation that is trying to deceive you or ensnare you in some way. Don't be deceived by it. For your hopes or fears, you got the King of Swords. So you're hoping that you have the mental clarity and the rationality with which to deal with the challenges that you face at this time. You're hoping that you can see things logically and clearly. You might even be questioning your ability to see things logically and clearly this month. And then that leads us right into our next card, which is the final outcome card, which is the King of Cups reversed. So this is a bit concerning because with your being a Scorpio, a water sign, this card in its reversal and being a court card could literally be talking about you and saying that you're not feeling quite so on your game. So what I'm going to do here is something I very often do, which is draw one more card to get additional insight onto that. Okay, well, that's a relief. It's none other than the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so it's not going to be that bad, but the end of the month may have some emotional difficulties. It may have some emotional like intrusion, or I almost want to say entanglements, like with the Knight of Cups. This is the King of Cups, but we see emotional entanglements at times with the Knight of Cups. So just be wary of that, again, especially if someone from past is trying to like ensnare you again or come into your life again and they're really just a toxic person. Don't let them do that, because if you do, then you may be literally or figuratively turned on your head and not feeling so good. But I drew one more card to be like, okay, how bad is this going to be? Not that bad. 10 of Pentacles, part of great happiness and manifestation and success and fulfillment. So Fortunately, it looks like in the end, you're going to come out on top. In the end, you're going to come out a winner this month. But don't be surprised when there are problematic people and or circumstances that try to mess with you this month. So steer clear of them. That's all. But you will likely come out on top. You will likely come out a winner. So, all right, Scorpio, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, feel free to like and subscribe if you're not already, as I am always streaming more astrology and tarot related content to this channel. And if you would like a personal reading with me, I go live every Friday on this channel doing live tarot readings at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I do them on a pay what you want basis. You can pay as little as $1, and I'll be happy to give you a reading on any question of your choice as long as it is ethical. And other than that, thank you so much again. I hope you have a magnificent month to all the Scorpios out there. So I will see you next time. Bye for now.